Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. We are reading Bible together in Injiil, Acts chapter 21. And today it's Paul's arrest. They try to put him in prison because they're rioting. They think he is disturbing the Jewish law. So let's read. You read in your Arabic, Urdu, Amharic, French, German Bible, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's based on the same Textus Receptus of mid-1st century. It is the same text which millions of people around the world read, and I'm Stefan Hager, reading with you in Murree, Pakistan. Verse 27, chapter 21. Please open your own Bible. The 7 days of cleansing were almost over. So this is when Paul circumcised these 4 men, which they advised him to do. Some Jews from Asia Minor, they saw Paul at the temple. They stirred up the whole crowd. They arrested Paul. Men of Israel, help us. They shouted, "This is the man who teaches in every place the bad stuff." He's teaching them. Besides, he has brought Greeks into the temple area. He has made this holy place unclean. Do you think when unbelievers come into your church, into your mosque, into your temple, do they make it unclean? My dear friend on Facebook, what do you think? Let's see what it says here. They said this because they had seen Trophimus, the Ephesian, in the city with Paul. You know, Trophimus, Ephesian, was a pagan background believer. They thought Paul had brought him into the temple area. Look, the whole city was stirred up. People came running from all directions. They grabbed Paul and they dragged him out of the temple. Right away, the temple gates were shut. The people were trying to kill Paul. Look, verse 31. They really tried to kill him. Don't you like Paul? He's my brother. He's our brother in Christ. He's a nice man. Why to kill him? But look, let's see why. But news, they reached the commander of the Roman troops. They heard that people were making trouble in the whole city of Jerusalem. At once he took some officers and soldiers with him. They ran down to the crowd. The people causing the trouble saw the commander and his soldiers. So they stopped beating Paul. So sometimes it's good to have security around you when you do this Injiil, the good news sharing with people who are opposing you. It's good you have security. But look what it says, verse 33. The commander came up and arrested Paul. You know, sometimes they arrest you just to protect you, to keep you away from bad people. But it's good you're arrested. Let's see. He ordered him to be held with 2 chains. So he was held with 2 chains. Then he asked who Paul was and what he had done. Some in the crowd, they shouted one thing. Some, they shouted another thing. But the commander couldn't get the facts because of all the noise. There was so much noise. They said, what are the facts? What is actually happening with Paul? So he ordered that Paul be taken into the fort, in the fortress. Paul was inside to be protected. Verse 35, we're closing today. Paul reached the steps, but then the mob, because so wild that he had to be carried by the soldiers. So when the mob comes, the mob culture, they don't care anything. They just drag you, they even kill you. So it was dangerous. The soldiers, they carried Paul like that. The crowd that followed kept shouting, "Kill him!" They said, "Kill him!" Many times. Paul was almost killed. This was the end of his 3rd missionary journey. The 4th missionary journey was from Jerusalem to Rome. We will hear later. But that time, they tried to kill him, but again, they could not. It was not yet God's timing for Paul to be killed, because he had another mission, another way to go. This is chapter 21, the end of it. We were closing with 35 verse, 36. And now we will hear tomorrow how Paul defends himself in the court. That's enough for today. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.